Today, I have my team here and we will be sharing about how to work as a team to accomplish tasks. The viewers outside there, those who are watching this channel, want to know who are they seeing and what are you helping them out? Because people in business are always with these questions. How do you build a successful team? How can you make people work as a team? So, is there anything good if people are working as a team in completing or accomplishing tasks? Okay, you can introduce yourself, the viewers outside there, and those watching our channel, they want to learn a lot.
Yeah, I'm Jola Karungi from IG Financial Services as the credit manager. So today we'll be talking about how to work as a team, and I'm so excited about that because we'll be discussing on how you can encourage your team to work in order to get good results.
Richard Tugume. I partner with IG Financial Services. So we are here today to look about how to work as a team. And any company to succeed in business, you have to be having teamwork. Okay. So I'm very glad with this discussion. I hope you learn more about teamwork.
So the people outside there, we need to see how do you build that culture of teamwork in your team, because we talk about people. There are companies, there are organizations with people, and there could be a question on how to build.
Okay. Yeah. First of all, when you want to work as a team, the first thing you have to do is, as a company, you have to develop departments. You have to be having the department, for instance, the department of marketing.
I know you are always passionate about marketing.
So when you have a department of marketing, you know you have how many members in marketing. You have a department of loan recoveries. You have a department of that are doing the finance, the department that are doing on documentation and the rest. The department of
you need to have these departments.
Yeah, in that process you are building the team. At the end of the month, you have to see, or you have to look into how these departments have worked. You have to task them to bring reports. At the end of the month, you will listen reports from different departments. So after presenting the reports from the meetings, you'll have to know which department is working tirelessly. If there is another department which has been working in a lousy way. So there are some questions that comes from the colleagues. So from there, when they have another meeting, they will have to discuss the issues that makes their department. You find when we are working in an organization, you find a department, there are some people who don't come for the meetings. That one also cuts on the teamwork, because I understand in different organizations they don't take the issue of meetings as a key thing. But
so I think there is an issue. What are you discussing in the meeting? Because if it's a meeting, is it a meeting that, because there are meetings that are always there to blame others, and the people are scared why they should join those meetings. So I think if we are looking at having meetings, if people want them to work together, if you are built in meetings, teach them, show them,
of course,
and direct them.
Mr. Ignatius, what I want to direct is, there are some meetings that sits in a company, they are part of activities. Because I understand when you're setting a calendar, you have a series of activities and you show even meetings are there. So those meetings are like driving the strategies, the work plan. In meetings, that's where you discuss the work plan. And when you discuss your work plan, that's where you discuss the strategies. How can we get there? If we are planning to do activity A, how are we going to
do it?
Yes, to do it. So in that meeting also builds a teamwork. there is like if you call for a meeting, then you find yourself you and the secretary. So
It is a meeting of two people out of so
and
many
you,
people.
Yes, you have 10 members. It's like you call it. There is no teamwork in that committee. So if the committee or the committee members turns up and you discuss, you make your strategies, you line up all your activities, how you're going to do it, then you'll find you have built that spirit of
One
teamwork.
keynote I pick from your point that we need when you have a team and you have agreed on the culture, like if you are having your meeting on Monday, let people understand
Yes.
that there is a meeting on Monday, and it must also be clear what you always
going to
have
discuss.
to share.
Yeah.
They need to have an agenda because it's not a matter of just coming into a meeting. I've seen people, even when they call meetings, they don't have what to discuss. They are only looking at where to start from. So
The blame games.
there is no much preparation of what you are going to discuss in the meeting. So I think, like how you've said, if it's a culture that you have meetings or board meetings or management meetings or operational meetings, something like that, these departments need to build and acquire that culture.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I can also share is that for a team to perform better, you need to build a culture of making everybody understand that you cannot succeed alone. The
Yes.
success you can have is through other people. For instance, every person in an organization, every person in a company is key. Is having a specific role, because
Actually,
for instance, other people don't look at these like cleaners and all.
They are part of the company.
They think for them, but if the cleaner has not cleaned the office, the customers are not going to come when they and find the place up clean, and they will go complaining.
Yeah.
If the customer care is not doing his work, if the sales manager is not doing his work, if the accountant is not doing his work, and because everyone needs everybody, because if the accountant is not doing his work and the sales manager, which money is the accountant going to account if the sales managers or the sales team is not doing their
Doing
work?
it. Yeah. Actually, Mr. Ignatius, a company works like a beehive. If in a beehive, we have different bees, and we have the colonies, we have the drone and the queen. So they all mind about the beehive to work and do some work in that beehive. You find there is teamwork. If the colonies are doing this, these are going to for the flowers, these are the other bees are going for water, like that. You find work is moving. So if you have that teamwork, I believe the company will make more sales.
And of course,
as
and
prospective.
return is clear that if people are working, and secondly, you need to clarify on the goals. Because I have heard where people comes and say that for my work is to come and get and do my work and go home, and the rest they will quarter home. So it's something that we need to understand, that the goals must be clear, the vision must be clear to everyone. If someone is coming to work with an organization, must be well believed and should understand the vision, the mission, and the goals and objectives of that company. Because if we don't understand all this, we don't work as a team. You will find others think that for them, the other things are not part of them. Like how I've said.
I think even before creating that team, what you need to put in place are the policies for these people to find, so that they can follow them. Like he has said, you may call a meeting and people don't show up. What causes that? But if we have policies, all the of course, actually the 50% will have to attend the meeting in order to know what we are going to discuss about in the very meeting. Another thing is on the relationship, because you may find we have the other marketing sector. You said
or marketing department.
There is the financial department. There are several departments in the company. but they all have to work hand in hand in order to produce, or in order
To achieve
certain goals
yeah.
for the company. So once you don't have that relationship, that means people from the
So
marketing say,
in that very question, how do we build these relationships? Where should these relationships start from? Because we need also to understand to which extent should they also be related.
yeah, these relationships need to start from the team leaders, actually the people who are heading these other departments. Because once we are having fights, the marketing manager is having fights with the financial manager. That means these people
There is
want,
always
those things are there in companies.
Eh.
So
Another thing in that might be the owners of the companies. Sometimes they need to have that a good human resource policy. Yeah, once you have a good human resource policy, understand people, they will be happy with your company. You'll find that teamwork is there, because when you have a company and you have your workers, they can come like in the morning. Those ones who come very early in the morning, they find something little for them. Yeah? And
Are you saying that motivation is also part of this?
exactly. So when you're motivating your work, that is one way of building that teamwork.
So you mean highly motivated people work as a team, and
Perfect.
highly motivated people work as individuals in the company.
That
Yeah.
is true. That is true.
I just get I get this point from here, that when you work, you have your people, they are working in a company or an organization, make them highly motivated. And at least even sometimes it is also recommendable that there could be also activities that can unite them. They are we call them cultural activities. There are some activities, some games that can also make them work together,
As a team.
Yes, and allow them to compete. Show them the reason why they need to compete to each other, and reward those who are doing better.
Yeah.
And so those who are not doing well, they can also get there. Because working as a team is also to understand that it starts from the ground. There are those who think the teamwork is at some level, and on ground there is no teamwork. So you find that people at top management, for them they have
They have that
teamwork,
yeah?
but on ground, like branch level, there is no such
teamwork.
It all field work. Those who go to the field, there is no connection, there is no coordination,
Of course.
and it makes the work really too hard. And we need to be here clear that for successful companies, for them they focus on building structures,
And,
they focus on building systems
Yeah.
that make them keep growing. If you are looking at teamwork, it is also part of this.
Yeah, maybe adding on your point, like you have said, you find at the top management you are working as a team, but the junior workers, they are not. They are actually they are parallel. This it's like you people who are setting targets. You set your targets from up.
You don't know what is on ground.
Yes, when you bring those targets to the juniors, you give them targets. You have not explained why have you brought the targets to them. You just bring the targets and you say, the sales team, every salesperson, you'll have to bring 4 million a month. But you have not actually you have not explained why do you need those 4 million.
And showing them how to get there. So
Yes.
teaching them how to get those targets. Because you can set a target, but I don't know how to get there. Have you also, because like you find the managers, I fear to speak about this, but let me speak about it. There are managers who think their juniors are competing with them, and those fights start from there. So as a manager, if you don't also allow people to grow, then you are not also growing. That is why we need teamwork in every department. Actually, in every department.
Yeah.
Because if you are above someone, you need to let this person also keep growing. Because if he's not growing, then you are also
You
not
not
growing.
grow. Yeah. Oh, maybe if we are in the conclusion, the point you have said the other time is very vital, that the teamwork. When you start the teamwork at the management level, please let that spirit also grow into this junior. Yeah, when you set up those targets, you explain, you set the strategies, open way for these juniors to work on the targets. You'll find, you'll see here even fruits coming in from that teamwork. Because there is a saying in local language, so you'll find
that don't breed.
So you will find
don't agree
like
when,
marketing
before they fly.
Marketing
They may
department,
collide
they
somewhere.
have made a report, but one person in the meeting raised the hand and asked a question from the same report, and yet this person belongs to the marketing department. So which means,
Meaning he's not clear with what was
They
said.
lack
yes, there is no coordination, so there is no teamwork.
Well, if it's your first time to view this channel, I love you people because you always give us what we have to share with you. And for the comments that you normally put on this channel, help us to keep getting you the right information, make more research about what you ask. If it's your first time, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you are watching this video, you have your comment, please feel free, share your comment, and it will give us another way to teach and also make more information for you. Burn the fear to do business. IG Finance Services is always there to help you start, grow, and excel in business. If you have the fears to start a business, please just get the guys like us and we'll get you out of that fear. You just walk away, you walk into your direction of becoming a successful business. Ignatius and his team was here to share with you what they understand about teamwork. In every successful business, we need teamwork. Thank you.